Bricklink is crazy. They literally put a thing about unscheduled downtime, and then they said the unscheduled downtime was due to a routine security scan. Well, if it's a routine security scan, why was it an unscheduled downtime? I mean, I'm not an expert on much stuff, but that just really doesn't seem to be adding up too much. I think it was unscheduled downtime because they accidentally broke the website again, but who knows? So at least the one thing I managed to do last night was approved now. It was the thing regarding the helmets that the website started to crash while I was doing it. So they've now added the similar pattern. Since most of them were relatively similar. I was talking about it in the previous vlog a little bit, at least I think. So I can't remember that far back, even though that was literally just last night. But at least that was approved. So at least I was able to get one thing done last night. I finally just finished editing the vlog. It's 4:46 p.m. So now I'll go export 1080p. And hopefully this won't take too long to go. Okay, so that's done. So then I'll just minus this for now and get this back up. And of course I somehow messed that up as well. So then I'll probably do a couple other things first, and then I'll probably try to get back to listing a little bit of the Star Wars stuff here again, and hope that the Bricklink site doesn't break again. Looks like the one thing finally arrived. I finally found a misprint that's slightly above average. As you can see, this line here, and you can even see it on the helmet. It's supposed to go around the helmet, but this one here, it starts at the base of the helmet, but then as you go around, it completely goes up. So, I mean, it's not necessarily worth a pile of money or anything like that, but that's definitely a more noticeable misprint and stuff like that. And does that even go to the side more? No, well, let's see the other side. Yeah, actually, this side here, it starts right here, but then on this side, it ends way over here. So it goes all the way past the dimple and everything like that. So that's definitely not the standard print, but I know a lot of older parts had slight misprints and stuff like that. So I'll just add it to my container of things that probably aren't really worth anything. Well, I mean, some of them are, like this guy and everything like that. But then I just keep around because of why not. I know there's something with that one. Can't remember what though. And then I found this one earlier today, and you can partially see, although it's not in the best condition, that chin print is completely to the side. You can see that's where the center is, and that's where the print is. So it's completely off center. So I mean, it's not necessarily super rare or worth a pile or anything like that, but I just like to keep those things in a container on the side. And so that's over there now, and then I'm just getting back to listing. I got a little bit more stuff listed now, so I'm slowly chipping away at these stuff, but Star Wars parts or just minifigure parts in general just take a long time to do generally. One thing about clone torsos is that they are never in good condition. I have 5 separate listings for this torso here, each one with different descriptions for its condition, because it is just never in good condition. So yeah, that's always good to find. Some of them are similar in descriptions, but still slightly different. So yeah, I just tried to differentiate between them, and I have to make sure to put every single one in a different drawer. So I got 3 of them over here, these 2 over here, and then there's 1 there, and then I put 1 somewhere else, and then there's probably another one in one of these ones or something like that. So yeah, they're everywhere. And then we'll go through the hand drawer. I found a hook, so let's quickly see how much that's worth in this color. Not as much as the light gray, if I'm remembering correctly, so then it's probably just as fast to click it up through a minifigure than going through the parts list. So then I'll just open that up there and go inventory, hook, then transparent medium green, transparent neon green, I mean. And so $1.73 to $4.72, so probably get like $2.5, maybe $3 for this, depending on its condition. So then I'll get that listed, and then I'll get to listing the rest of the stuff over here. Well, it's now 10:07 p.m. I've got a little bit left from the Star Wars misc drawer, because that was this entire drawer filled. I'm keeping a couple of these for some of the unprinted Wookiee warriors I sell, and then 1 more of these weapons for a Tatooine, I can't remember their names. I've got one right here, Tusken Raider, that's what I'm thinking of, because I sell that on eBay as well, so then it's just easier if I have it pre-made there. So I just left that there, and so then that entire drawer was full, in addition to about half of one of these containers, or give or take a little bit, and this is all that's left. The entire table is filled with a whole bunch of it, but I think I'm gonna call it a day now and play some games, relax a little bit. Yeah, it's just exhausting and just stressful for some reason, with all these Star Wars parts, since they all look almost identical but are always just slightly different, for especially Star Wars parts. Looking at these Snowtrooper torsos, there's probably 2 or 3 variants, well, 2 for sure. You can already see this one and this one is separate. So yeah, for sure 2 different variants, possibly 3 though, for all I know, for that. And then just everything has, like this year's, I'm pretty sure, let me see, I thought this one was 2 variants, but it might have already listed the other one. But yeah, there's just always different variants and everything like that. So it's always a lot of work and stuff like that. So my brain's just done for the day. And once you combine that with all of the other, I can't even remember what I'm thinking anymore. Yeah, all the Bricklink site problems. I think I'm just done for the day. But that's a good value. I should be able to list that tomorrow. And I should be able to tomorrow finish all that up and then start tackling whatever containers next. Might be Chima, but then probably before that, I'll probably tackle the Astromech drawer. And then I'll slowly get to some more of these minifigure parts, slowly get to listing them. So let's first just quickly check. Ooh, almost dumped the drawer over to the side. So then quickly just go to my store, inventory, missing my remarks over here, and then click go. Nothing's missing remarks, so that's good. And then I'll just quickly check the lot count. Now at 15,700 lots for sale, so overall that's pretty good. So I'll put these drawers away and then take a little bit of a break, and then tomorrow I should be able to finish that up for sure, easy, and then tackle some of the Astromech parts and then start tackling the next bag here. So then I decided I'm going to sort a few parts from the container before I start getting to, before I take a break and play games and stuff like that. So I'm basically just going through this bag here, and then I first grabbed out all of the black legs that I could find, and then I go and put those in the drawer for black legs. I sort by hip color, not by leg color. It just makes everything simpler. So then I just quickly go through the drawer, and then the next one is a lime torso. So then I go over here, and then I see here I have green and other green. So then I open this, and I'll put that in there. And then whenever one of these drawers gets full, that's when I tend to list it. Well, whenever I get around to it, because if I'm being honest, it's probably been between half a year and a full year since a couple of these drawers got a bit too full and just ended up in a box on the side. So I've got white torsos, I've got hollow heads, which I've already listed. So these are the blocked open heads, a couple hollow heads left, and that's referring to the stud type at the top. And then white legs, black torsos, minifigure body part gear, things like life vests, belts, everything like that. I've got dark bluish gray legs, more dark bluish gray legs, green legs, sand blue legs, walkie-talkies and metal detectors apparently. And yeah, I think there's probably a couple more somewhere. But yeah, just overall a lot of backlog, and it takes a while to get to it, but it's slowly, very slowly getting done. I can confirm that as you get older, getting socks is something that you will be happy for. Yogurt time! While listing more parts from the Star Wars stuff, I managed to complete 2 different minifigures. I found the head for this guy and the head for this guy, and I went to eBay to relist them, but since it's been over 3 months since I last sold them, they're no longer listed, so they just get added back to the ready for photos, because whenever I can't rebuild a minifigure within like 3 months or so, that ends up in here, and then whenever the thing gets full and I get the willpower to actually list it, then I go ahead and list that stuff, but it usually just adds up for quite a while before I end up getting around to listing it, although I probably realistically should list it more often. Anyways, on a different topic, I've only got a little bit of Star Wars stuff left to list now. I've got most of the heads left still, and then I've got a couple janitor parts here, and then I've got a couple, I think these are the AT-AT pilots. Oh, I just listed these. I should quickly get that back up and list that. And so then I've got basically just this stuff here. Janitor, heads, AT-AT or ATS or something like that. AT&T Mobile, no, that's a phone company, I don't know. And then Snowtroopers over there, and then I've got another Unkar Thug, I think it is, his legs. There's one in there, and then there's this one here. This one looks to be a bit better condition than that one. So then that will probably get added to the one I already had for sale, because that one had minor damage, so I had to put them separate. So then I'll just quickly go back here, exit this, and type in Unkar there. and then Thug. Oh yeah, and I decided to run a 15% off sale on my store for everything excluding sets and minifigures. So if I click on parts and if it ever decides to load, everything is now 15% off. So hopefully that'll get a bit of a boost in sales to help pay back some money I took out when starting the store. And so then that's good there. And then so I'll get this guy listed and then try to just quickly finish the rest of this stuff and then get on to the next drawer. I finally just finished the Star Wars stuff. It's currently 8:30 p.m. It took a long time because I finally got the thing I was waiting for in the mail. And so I was just opening that and stuff like that. And so that was took a while, but now I got back to work. I just finished with the Star Wars stuff that was on the table. I cleared up a little bit of stuff here, like I moved things around, filled up another drawer. I just put those over there for now for whatever reason, can't remember. And so now I'm going to probably pull orders first and then probably start listing the next container. With all the listing I've been doing, I filled up another drawer of damaged minifigure parts, so time to put them into the bag of damaged minifigure parts. And then I'll just set the camera down for a second, dump that in there, and now this bag is slowly starting to get a bit fuller with different minifigure parts, and once it gets full, then I'll just auction it off on eBay, see how much I get for it, try not to spill anything from there, put the drawer back. And so I am working on the astromech parts. I've already got most of the stuff listed. I've just got this here and the white legs that have minor/medium damage that I'm going to list. I just updated the quantity of the other white legs that I had. I'm just setting the camera down for a second while I close the bag. And so then I'm almost done with that, and then it is just shy of 10 p.m. I've already pulled the orders over there, and so then I'll probably be calling it a day after I finish with those astromech parts. However, actually, once I finish with those astromech parts, I might try to sort a few more things from probably this container into the different drawers over there and stuff. And I'm not seeing too many more containers filled with minifigure parts. Well, almost guaranteed there's a couple more somewhere that I just can't find at the moment. Yeah, then I'll probably just do that for now. Yeah, there might be some more in here for all I know and stuff. But yeah, then I'll just focus on those ones. And then eventually, whenever I get around to for example, listing the white torsos here, then I'll just go through, I'll have gone through all those containers there by then and stuff, and then I'll just grab my drawer of white torsos and then mix those in and stuff like that. So yeah, then I'll just work on that and then probably call it a day. So I was busy working on emptying this container. I filled up one tray, I put it all away, and then I filled up a second tray. I managed to get a little bit of it done, but now I'm going to be calling it a day. And so now I've got an empty container, so I'm first going to put this thing where it goes. It's on one of these stacks of containers over here. Try not to trip on anything on the floor or knock anything over there. And then I also had, one second, let me just move this stuff back a little bit so that I don't mix anything up there. This I have to put away. There's the Chima stuff. I did have a larger missorted piece that couldn't really fit in a drawer, so I'm just going to quickly put the missorted drawer away. I have to find which box I want to put it in. I think if I move this, that's the most promising one. It's getting a bit full. As long as I don't spill too much, then it's probably fine. So there's that. Then I'll put this thing back. Hope I don't hear too much falling. A few things fell, but not the end of the world. And so then I can put the missorted drawer back. And then funny enough, oh wait, I forgot to close this drawer here. When I was going through that box the other week, I had this minifigure out, and I was like, I can't find this Technoblade in there. I specifically searched the box for it, and I couldn't find it. So like, yeah, I probably don't have it. And that's when I went to the one box that was all the way back there. I think I left it here. And I couldn't find it, and then I ended up actually finding it in the one box, so then I looked, but unfortunately I'm missing the head. I found one of the heads, but it had several bite marks on it, so I couldn't use that. So that's there now, and so yeah, then I'll just quickly put this last drawer away. Drawer 368 goes right here. I like to fill drawers a little bit full, because why not? So there's that, and so yeah, then I think I should probably bring up another yogurt. So I'll quickly grab another yogurt, and then I'll probably call it a day, turn lights off and stuff then. Who doesn't love it when you place an order and it says your order could not be submitted due to technical reasons, please try again? No big deal. An error there. Okay, I'm gonna just move the camera to the side so I don't show any information. But then you go to your bank, and I can't really show, well, actually I can kind of from this angle without showing it. But then it gets put on hold on your bank and everything. So now I can't place that order because I don't have enough funds in my bank account for it, because it was placed on hold on my bank. And so now I have to wait, available date December 10th. So I have to wait 8 days until I can place the order again. And by then, for all I know, the sale's going to be gone and everything like that. Let me actually check. I just got another email, and it says and the email says I don't want to show any information, so I can't really go up and show it. But then it says that the order's gone through, but then Toys R Us says it didn't. So I'm going to see if we got an email for it real quick. Can I switch accounts? Yeah, let's go to this account right here. Did we get the order confirmation email? That's the key factor on whether or not it went through ultimately or not. And let's see. Don't want to show any emails or anything like that. I am not seeing any emails from them that the order went through on that email account that was used for the order. So who knows? Yogurt time. Yet another person on eBay asking for tracking numbers on a letter mail thing. And this time this person has 14 feedback. Let's see if I can show that without their information. Yeah, they got 14 feedback. Like, how do people, like, why? I don't get it. It's letter mail. It's $2.49 fully shipped in Canada. Have they never received letter mail before? Like, the thing is, this happens so often. Like, are all these people Americans who moved to Canada and expect there to be tracking or something like that? I mean, I don't get it. It's just time to message them back, say, sorry, as your ship letter mail, there's no tracking. And it says that it will take up to 3 weeks for delivery, because it's with Canada Post. You never know how long they're going to take to deliver. So it's always up to that. So who knows? And so then I just responded with, hi, as your order is shipped letter mail, there is no tracking. Shipping with Canada Post can vary by a lot. So a general high-end arrival day estimate is used, but usually it arrives sooner. Thanks, Jason. I just finished putting away all the stuff from the tray that I had from the other day over there. So then I'm going to quickly just dump all the hair and stuff out that's at the bottom of these trays. Because whenever you get something from eBay, there almost always seems to be hair in them. And that hair just does not like getting removed. It's still... honestly, I'd probably try and grab a tissue and then wipe it off or something like that. Yeah, that seems to be the best way to do this. I'll do that in a moment. So then that's clean now. I still have the Chima thing to get to and stuff. But in the meantime, I think I'm first going to go through this container here. Oh wait, I needed this torso here for a minifigure. Just a quick overview. I'll check it more in depth for damage in a little bit, but then I'll go back to over here. I probably won't be able to find it yet. Oh wait, no, I did. Right here, this, I sell them without the wings, well, with the one I currently have. So then I'll just quickly swap that out and then relist that. I looked in this container for it earlier and didn't see it. And so then I'll try to just get a few things out of here listed and so on and so forth. And then probably after that, I'll tackle the rest of this container. And then that way, once that's done, then I'll have this here, which is, I won't combine with that night's stuff there, because if I remember correctly, everything in this container is damaged, and that's why it was put in a container, but I may be completely wrong on that. But then I'll just go through this and probably list most of that stuff or throw out some of it. And then I have a bag of Ninjago parts, so this has to go, why is this, oh wait, I should also first put this thing here and then process that later. But then I've got to work on the Chima stuff, and I've got to work on the Ninjago stuff. So I'll probably just work on this stuff a little bit first and then start listing whichever one of those is next. So I just finished with the box and it filled up a lot of drawers again. Oh, well, that didn't work out too well. Put that stuff quickly back into the drawer over here. And so then I filled up a couple drawers again. This one here is not quite full, so I can probably just put this one back for now. But then realistically, this one here, it's gotten so full, parts have been falling into other ones. So I have to get to this drawer, this drawer, this drawer, this drawer, this drawer, this drawer. And then I'm going to list these random parts from here real quick. And I have to list this stuff as well. But then once all of that stuff is listed, then I should be able to go back to listing the regular parts again. But this will probably take a little while to list, at least. So now that I've got this container empty, I'm going to first put this container back. And I just saw an ad in a newspaper. Toys R Us in Canada finally actually has the Toys R Us Lego promo. However, that would actually involve going out to the store to get it, so I'm honestly not going to be getting any of those. And then, if I remember correctly, the promo that is officially a Toys R Us exclusive, I think I've heard that most or some of them, maybe even all of them, were going to actually get re-released through the VIP section on the Lego website. So it's going to be falling in value a whole bunch, so it would involve leaving the house for something that's going to fall in value and everything like that, so it's honestly not really worth it. I did list a couple things that ended up going in here. A Hulk torso has some wear on it and stuff like that. That was all mentioned. And a McDonald's minifigure. No one in Canada is selling that. It goes for like 15 normally. I think I listed it for 20 since I'm the only one in Canada. So that was a nice one. And I can't remember, but I think that's all that I listed that went in here. Then I had a whole bunch more slugs. One in every container up to there, and those things are worth, I think the lowest I priced one was $7.50, and the most expensive one was like $17.50. They go for crazy amounts, and I priced them slightly above because those things are like, every single one is unique, so who knows. And so then I'm not sure how I'm going to go about choosing what's next. Yeah, I typically don't sell assembled minifigures too much, so I don't know if I'll put these things away for now, unless they're brand new, but I typically don't, because then that involves assembling them. I'll just leave these containers here for now, and then which one to start with? Well, first put this container away since I don't really have any use for it. And this is the to list pile. For some reason, my sister just wanted to leave these things all stacked up and not actually put them in containers. So who knows about that? And then which one? Might be best if I first just get rid of this stuff here. So then I'll quickly dump that out there. And I was just looking here. I'm going to see if I can quickly find it real quick. Looking at this treasure chest here, I'm going to first put this thing away here. But I did a very long time ago, I ordered a whole bunch of treasure chests for whatever reason, and I have no idea where they are. I had like 150 treasure chests that I ordered, and I honestly haven't the slightest idea of where they are. They used to be sitting on top of one of these shelves for a long time, but they're not here anymore. So my assumption is maybe they ended up in the eBay room upstairs. I can't quite find out. Are they down here? No, that looks like just boxes. Yeah, I'm not really seeing them anywhere. So yeah, they're probably upstairs somewhere then. I should probably deal with that stuff sooner than later as well. So yeah, but I have a whole bunch of them somewhere, and I was gonna list them, but I haven't really been able to find them, so can't do that right now. So yeah, then I'll probably tackle this stuff. Then I'm probably gonna tackle the Chima next, and then I'll choose one of the other ones. But this has been in the way for a little while now, so I'll just put this stuff over here, and that'll free up a little bit more space here. So yeah, then I'll tackle the stuff over here now. See if I can put this underneath without spilling too much. Oh, I spilled a little bit. What was that? That is a Batman head. Put that back in there. And then going through that one container, I found so many parts that I needed for other minifigures that were just sitting in a container over there for the longest time. And yeah, I completely forgotten about that. But before I actually start this, 40564, have these had their inventories added? They've been pending for a while now. 40564. Open up the set. Nope, still pending approval. And what about the other one? 40563. 40563. Open up the set. Nope, those haven't been approved yet, so I can't part those guys out. So yeah, then I'll just try to tackle this stuff, and then probably Chima, and then I don't know, Indiana Jones and SpongeBob, then the Jedi or Sith thing, then Marvel, then Ninjago or something. I don't know. I'll just figure it out once I get there. Yogurt time. I am having yogurt down here because it's currently what we call Cineclass. It's December, the first Saturday of December is when we give gifts and stuff like that. Although we have debated doing it till the week after Christmas, because then you get all those Boxing Day deals, so you can get more stuff for cheaper. But then we don't open gifts on Christmas because Christmas is for Christmas, not for gifts. So that right now there's like a party and stuff upstairs. So I'm just having yogurt downstairs where it's a bit quieter right now. Then I have to start editing the vlog. It is currently 3:19 p.m. so I'm going to start working on that, and then yeah, thank you for watching the vlog. If you got this far, the next vlog should be out on Wednesday, but I'm going to have yogurt with a mysterious white powder in there that you probably can't see on the camera, and then start editing the vlog.